Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is from One Day Savings. So we're going to have a look. Now if you remember that when I got the large butterfly, my sister Sandra got the last large butterfly mold and I liked it so much. And then I got so many ideas for this. I got another one. I'll just leave that there. We'll take this out of the bag. This is a beautiful mould. Now you might think it'll take a lot of resin, but it's not too bad. Get that out of the bag. Now, because there's some area of this you don't pour. You don't pour into these areas unless you want to. Into these areas here. This is the mould. But with this part, when we did this, it's intricate. That's what it is intricate. Now what you've got to remember is all these parts standing up are the parts you do not pour into. You pour in between. That's why it doesn't take an awful lot of resin. You're not pouring into these raised parts. Nope, 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 nope. You're going in between these raised parts. This is where your resin's going to go, unless you want it to go in there. You could do this and try and keep all those parts and do like a stained glass effect. You could do that if you wanted to, but the resin itself will go in between all these raised up parts. So there's lots of parts that you don't pour into. And once you've done it once, then you'll see it is a beautiful mould. It's a good quality mould as well. It's not too thick, it's not too shallow either. I've had ones that were completely so thin it was impossible to use them. But look at this. And you get this on One Day Savings. I also got, this is diamond art sealer. For when you do your diamond art, and you may get one or two if you've not pressed them in, you may get one or two that might drop off. Now this is a sealer. It's got a little sponge on there and you just dab it over the top of your diamond art and it helps to seal it. It says it's rapid curing, multi-purpose, all-in-one sealer. It's non-toxic, it's clear, dries clear, and glass. Oh, it's got a clear and glass finish. So nice. And now I need my magnifying glass to read the tiny small piece to see what it is. I'm hoping it's not just something like Mod Podge, because I've not tried this before. So I've got that diamond painting sealer to seal my diamonds in, stop them from dropping out. Pop that in there. Now, what else I got? I got this. A chest set. Now, I was kind of trying to get one that had the chest set, the chest pieces and the drafts. But it was a little bit more expensive to get the one that had all the parts. But you can buy drafts. You can make drafts. They're just round, flat circles. Get this out of here. I always put in such noisy bags. So with this, you get the set of chest pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now you need to make more than one of your little pawns. Obviously, you need to make wherever it is they go. You get your king and your queen and your horse, your little castle and your bishop. That's what they are. Learn to play chess. So you'll pour them, but you'll need to pour more than one of these for your little pawns. And then you'll need to do them for your other side of the board. Now, the one thing about this is a big mold. This is a big mold, and so is this, but this one is so much thinner. It's quite thin. But it's a chessboard. I suppose it doesn't need to be really thick. And you could put it onto another board. You just make sure it's flat when you're going to do it. Now, the worrying thing is when you pour it, it is going to be very, very, very thin. Look, what's just stopping it from running into the other side. I'd find maybe something like this. These little, where it just sucks up a little bit, and I can put it in to my square. Now, it's not flat because of my paper, but I'll take all that away when I do this one, so it's on a flat surface, so that I get the right amount and to bring me up to that little ridge there. I might go over that with my gold pen. And then once that sets, you'll pour your other colour on. I think I would just leave it maybe and put gold on the back, and it'll shine through as gold lines. Do it in black and white. Just traditional. You can do it any way you want it. So I think I'll use maybe something that's a certain amount. I'll find out how much it's going to take, but so I get the same amount in each square, and hopefully it won't overflow. I've got this chess set. I'll put it back in the bag. I'll cut the camera off so you don't hear all that racket. So that's the chess set. Now what else I've got? I thought that would have been a little bit bigger. I got a hummingbird. It's pretty. It goes that way. You might see it better that way. It's a hummingbird with some flowers. Do you know, you could always just pour some of that little set, block that off there, and you could just block it there, and you could just make yourself some little flowers if you need them for another project, or even just the little branch and the flowers for another project if you want to do that. And then do your hummingbird. Be so pretty with a stained glass effect. So pretty. I'll pop that back in the bag. Now I'll put all the links to the moulds, everything, and to One Day Savings. I love One Day Savings. And underneath the video. Now I got this. I got this because I thought it would be a bit fun. It's for making rings. Do you remember when you were a kid and you had those plastic rings? You either got them in lucky bags or from the scrap man. Who remembers the scrap man? The little rag and bone man that came around and you took out your clothes that you didn't want and you got silly little gifts from them. But you get the rings, the little ring shapes. They go like that. You put your fingers through them. I don't know how big they're going to be for your fingers. And then you'll put your pieces on. Now, I don't know. If you've got these, tell me how you build them. Tell me how you build them. Now, there's different shapes. There's different rings that are open. And then you put these. I've got little smiley faces on these ones. Little strawberries. Nice little gift. I'm sure I would have to use UV resin to stick the top to that, possibly. There's no way that it shows where you can clip one to the other. That one's square. Even other little shapes that you can use for other projects. There's a little heart, there's a flower, little clouds. There's another heart on here, but it's got little marks, little clouds, little strawberry. Good little kiddie things. You can always try some resin. Put gloves on your child if they're a little bit older and help them to make some rings. And the last thing I got is this, because I love the first one I got of this. And I really want to make more than one at a time. So I got this seahorse. He's so pretty. And it's quite thin, so it doesn't take a lot of resin either. I think it's about 100, just maybe over 100 mils. But again, if you use micro powders, and with micro powders you can't see through them, you could drop, again, little stones inside there just to help save some of your resin. Those little round glass ones that you can buy for 99 pence in the 99 pence shop. You could drop some inside the body in the deeper areas, and that'll help you to save some resin as well. So pretty. I'd like to make him with crushed glass, but I don't have a lot of crushed glass. But I did watch a video where they had those little pebbly things. You buy them in all the cheap shops, put them in vases with flowers. You know what I'm talking about, the little droplets. They made them really hot, and I was thinking of putting them in my fryer to make them really hot, or the oven on a tray. They used a George Foreman grill. You just need to heat them up, and then you scoop them up and drop them into a basin of ice water. Really cold water with ice cubes in it, and it fractures it all. And that way you can make your own crushed glass. Mix it with your resin, and then you won't need a lot of resin, and then just pour it all in there. Especially if you get those kind of sea colours of that type of glass. I don't have any, but I might have a look on Amazon and see what I can get and make my own crushed glass. My sister did tell me still to be careful with it though, because it can still be sharp when you make your own. So that is my little haul for today from One Day Savings. So I also want to thank everyone who has been following me on my Coffee page, to thank everyone who has become a member in my channel. I want to thank everyone who's been going on my Coffee page as well. So thank you very much. And if you subscribe to the channel, it's completely free to subscribe to the channel. Just click on the subscribe button and follow the few simple steps. And if you click on the bell icon, then YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.